Hey y'all, what's going on? So I'm on my lunch break right now. I have to be on this side to let the carpet people in, so I'm just walking around. So peep this. So I get a phone call, from my folks. My sister, she calling me, she crying. She's just kirking off crying, and I'm like, what's going on? What's wrong? Like, I'm thinking something bad happened to the kids or something. She's like, I can't take it anymore. I just can't. I can't take it anymore. I'm like, Coco, what's wrong? What's going on? She's sitting up here clearing her mouth. It sounds like something bad happened. I'm like, oh gosh, please tell me everything is okay with the kids. Please tell me everything is okay with the kids. She gonna call me and tell me that her son's mother called her on the phone or texted her and said, you're a bad mother. I said, let me get this straight. Now, remember, when she called me, I'm thinking like something bad happened. I'm thinking like, oh my gosh, like, oh Lord, please tell me nothing's wrong with the boys. She's crying and upset because her son's mother texts her to say, you're a bad mom. I said, Coco, you really called me for that? Are you really alive? I just can't deal with it. I said, wait a minute, hold on. I need you to back it up real quick. Are you really upset because some woman told you a bad mother? Wait a minute, hold on. You the one who carried this child for 9 months, and you've been raising this baby, and you out here raising both of your sons, and you gonna allow another woman to really get in your feelings like that? Girl, if you don't get off my phone. I just had to tell her. So peep this. So what happened was she needed to take the kids to school. But when she went to the car, both car doors were locked. Now, there's no child that's inside or locked inside of the car, although accidents like that do happen. But she just can't seem to get inside of her car. Like, the doors are jammed. Come to find out, the man of the house, he's not there, which is the lady's son. He's not there. He in New York popping off, having fun. So her, as a mother with 2 boys, she has to figure out how is she going to do this. So she just decided to let them stay home with her that day, and was talking about she couldn't get in the car and any of those things. So I guess that's what the grandmother thought, she had a right to call her up on the phone and tell her that you a bad mama. And I'm like, I don't understand how you can allow people to just dump trash in your ears and catch feelings for that. I'm like, you better than me. Because as soon as I would hear you're a bad, click, delete. Some things I just don't allow it in my world. And I don't understand how you're raising your sons. They look good. They're smart. They're growing. These are the best years right here. I'm not going to allow no random woman. First of all, you in New York, and your son is too. 4 hours away. What is he going to do when something happens? Because you're the man of the house. You're not even there. So I'm like, for you to think, I just told her, and then after I was speaking to her, she calmed down. I'm like, girl, if you don't get... I'm thinking that something went wrong. I'm thinking, see, the enemy done whispered in her ear. And then the devil then came and told her, look, this is what you say to her to get in her feelings. And pulled that mother's card. It ain't nothing. First of all, I told Coco, we grown. We ain't even 19. We ain't even in our early 20s. We in our 30s. When you get that age, you don't care what anybody say. I think you're such and such. Okay. Yeah. Sure. Okay, you can think that. Next. Well, I think you're not this. Yeah. Next. You know what you've been doing. You know you've been providing. And she had to go through her car, through the trunk, and then maneuver something in order to get her car open. Might remind you, where the man at? Where's the man? So, needless to say, she's back. She's better. Y'all, isn't this view nice? But y'all, that really scared me. She was... I'm like, girl, what's wrong? What's going on? I just can't. I can't anymore. I'm like, what's going on? I'm like, oh Lord, what's going on? Such and such mother called me a bad mother. you really gonna call me and tell me another woman that's not taking care of your children called you up on the phone or text you and said you're a bad mom? Girl, and I told her, you're one of the strongest women I know. Like, don't allow nobody to... Really? That's what you think? Okay, next. So that's what grown folk... Look, you cannot allow people to say negative things about you and your parenting skills. You can't. You can't. Not about mine. Not that when I carried her 9 months and I'm taking care and the Lord see what I'm doing. I don't need you or anyone else to tell me whether I'm a good mother or not. So I'm telling her, like, girl, you better calm down. Put them big girl drawers on and do what you got to do out here. You've been doing it all of these years, and you really going to get in your feelings because she said that. This is your child. This ain't her child. Her grown son is in New York, 4 hours away. 4 hours away. Well, needless to say, she was back to them like, hey, you right, Mona. I'm like, girl, you call me. I'm thinking something bad happened. You calling me because somebody think, or somebody not even think, they're just talking smack in your ear. That's when you be like, delete, bye, hang up. You don't let people dump trash in your ears. You know what I'm saying? Like, when people, you got a lot of Debbie Downers out here, negative Bettys out here. You know, they just want to talk smack and tell you ain't doing this right. Really? Well, when it come to me and mine, you don't have the place to tell me what I'm supposed to do. I'm up here, and then it's crazy because I'm like, see, she think that it's acceptable. Yet, if you had a man that was there to help you get your keys out of the car, to help you start the car and get the kids to school, then, you know, things would have been okay. But see, you have to sit here and think logically, like, okay, well, how am I going to get my children to school? Okay, well, today's Friday. They could take this day off until I figure out how to get my ride fixed. You know, but don't let nobody call you, you're a bad mom, and you sit up here going into convulsions because of what she said. Y'all gotta understand, I was all like, what's going on? What's wrong? I'm thinking something happened to the babies, and you crying and carrying on because somebody said something. Girl. I said, I know. I was like this, y'all. I said, Coco, I know you didn't call my phone crying because some woman called you a bad mother. I know you are not on the phone because this chick told you a bad mother. You've been working late night hours, early in the morning, grinding from sun up to sundown, and you gonna allow some random woman. Now, some random, really it's her child's grandmother. I see, this is what happens. This is what you do. You stop people at the door by closing it and locking it. That's what you do. When people like to talk smack or drop something in your spirit, which you do before they can get a chance, you stop it. You delete it. You see what I'm saying? But, yeah, y'all. So, I don't understand how somebody... Now, I've seen some terrible, terrible women out here that don't take care of their children. But when you taking care of house, home, and some more stuff, you can't call me crying like... She said, I can't anymore. I can't. I was like, and you shouldn't. You shouldn't. And she said that her folks' mother is on her way to Hawaii. She gonna say, well, I hope your plane crash. Coco, that wasn't nice either. When she pulled my mother's card, I'm like, you don't wish people ill will when they say negative things to you. You see what I'm saying? You just gotta let it go. And it saves you from having to apologize because you never said anything negative to her. So, I mean, it's amazing how mothers can sit up here, or not mothers, but people can sit up here and judge other women, and for those women to take it to heart because you allowing somebody to speak that to you. What can you tell me? I know God sees what I'm doing. I know what I'm doing. And some of the stuff that I'm doing is overtime. So I know what you're doing. So why would that affect you if somebody calls you or texts you, you're a bad mother? I would have been like, if you think so. Or I wouldn't even responded to it. I had people call me and I'm just like, they start kirking off, and I'm like, I'm gonna call you back. Click. And I go off to doing something else, because I just can't. Some things you just cannot open the door to. Sometimes you just have to be like, delete, click, I'm not going to answer it. I had one owner, he was kirking off, and he was screaming and carrying on. And you know what I said? Let me call you back. And they was like, okay. I'm not gonna sit up here and argue with you. Like, that's what you gotta do sometimes. That's what you gotta. But y'all, if you just chime in, my sister was really going into convulsions because somebody wanted to say, "You're a bad mom." And y'all, I thought something. I really thought it was a huge emergency. Like, oh my gosh, something bad happened. I was like, oh my gosh, what's going on, Coco? Why are you going? I just can't. What's wrong? What's wrong? She called me a bad mother. Did you really call me on the phone to tell me that this lady called you a bad mom? And I'm gonna tell you something too. Grandmothers, especially grandparents, they raise their children a certain way. So sometimes they expect you to raise them like they raise their children. And that's just grandmothers in general. I mean, my mother, she would say things to me like, Mona, you need to do this, you need to do that. And sometimes it would really frustrate me. But I'm like, okay, mommy, okay, I get it. All right. I know that ain't the tow company. You gotta be careful around here. They know how to. They like to tow your daggone vehicle and charge like $275 for you to come. $275 for you to come and get your daggone car. They be hopping too. Oh my goodness! It looks like I'm gonna have to go to the listening. Yeah, but y'all, I just wanted to talk about that. So don't let nobody tell you, especially when you sitting here putting in time or how to raise your child. That's like when my in-laws, they didn't want us to name Symphony. Well, we were thinking something more traditional. Matt had to handle that and put them in their places. Well, you know, Symphony is just this, that, and the third. I'm like, her name is Symphony. You want people to call her phony? I'm glad he handled that, because if I would have handled that, it would have came out the wrong way. But anyway, getting back, if you're just looking in or just chiming in, my sister called me upset, and I thought like something really, really, really like extremely bad happened. And the whole time, she's sitting here crying. I'm like, what's wrong? What's going on? I go, God, what's wrong? What's wrong? I just can't tell her what's wrong. She said I'm a bad mother. I'm like, am I on candid camera? Did you really call crying and screaming and upset because somebody said that you're a bad mom? Is this Coco I'm talking to? Girl, I had to tell her, I said, I know, out of all people in the world, you are not calling me and telling me this. I know you are not calling me and telling me this. But anyway, all is well with that.